Let's talk about Trump.
What? No,
Let's
no,
talk
no, no,
about
no, no,
Trump.
no, no, no,
Let's
no,
talk
no, no,
about
no.
Trump.
You just said that you cook me, you absolutely fry me, you cook me harder than anybody else that I've ever talked to. Okay, so I'll turn up the heat on you. All right. If you're telling me that you're significantly much more of an intellect in comparison to the average guest, okay, well, let's go from talking about policy and action to talking about philosophy. Okay, what's your theory of knowledge? You said that you know something to be true. In order for you to know something to be true, you'd have to have a consistent and coherent theory of knowledge and theory of justification as it would relate to your epistemological commitments. So, what is your theory of knowledge and your theory of justification?
Thanks for the donations, guys. So if you're talking about philosophical terms, I'm going to be referring to Plato, which three things have to be true. There's three conditions, which order to make something true. You have the belief, you have truth, and you have justification. It's a combination of all of these things. A belief means you actually have to believe it in order for it to be truth. Then you have truth, the thing that has to actually be true. And you also have justification. You have the good grounds for the belief in and of itself. So knowledge is a belief that is true, that you have good reason to hold. That's what
Okay. So how do you respond to Getty's critiques of JBT?
Again, you're pivoting to something that's entirely different.
Okay. So
I'll
I'll explain to you what Getty's critiques of JTB are. So Getty's critiques of JTB are essentially that you could accidentally hold a justified.
How is that relevant?
Oh, well, it's relevant because you just gave me an insufficient account of knowledge. You just said that knowledge is a justified true belief. I think that's an insufficient account of knowledge. And by the way, epistemological philosophers like converge on this fact. Like Getty, he was a philosopher in the middle of the 20th century, and he critiqued the justified true belief account of knowledge by pointing out that you could accidentally hold justified true beliefs. Like a really good example of this would be like a clock on the wall. Let's imagine that it's like stuck at 2 p.m. But this clock broke exactly 24 hours ago or 12 hours ago, so it does actually happen to be 2 p.m. Okay, well, you're justified in believing that it's 2 p.m. because the clock says it's 2 p.m. and it's generally reliable. It hasn't broken the last 10 years. It's also true that it's 2 p.m. and you believe that it's 2 p.m.